What's good, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, guys. We are back at it again with another action figure review. And as you can see, we have the classic Terminator 2 action figure, guys. Okay, now let me tell you a little story on this Terminator. Actually, let me tell you a few stories on this Terminator, guys. So this is not only going to be a review of this Terminator, but it's also going to be a comparison of this Terminator over here, which I just reviewed a week ago. And one thing I realized, guys, is that, do we look familiar right here? Because we do. It's the same face sculpt, same body sculpt, same everything. Almost everything anyways. So let me tell you how I came across this guy. Of course, I pre-ordered him a long time ago. When I first saw him, when I first saw that NECA was going to be doing these Kenner figures, I pre-ordered right away. So I had this figure for about a week now. I figured it'd be a good time to do a review of this figure, being that everybody else has been doing reviews of this figure. And I had the original Kenner back in the day from 1991 or 92, all the Kenner Terminator 2 figures. He was one of my favorite figures. Funny enough, guys, about a week ago, I was in a comic book store and I seen the original Kenner Terminator figures. I was this close to picking them up, guys, but I didn't. I passed on it because they were just so dated. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting a new version anyways. I just picked up this guy. I don't need any more freaking Terminators to add to my collection. So, yeah. So, you know, here we are. So, I'm kind of excited to have this figure, guys, but I'm also kind of a little bit disappointed because it's the same sculpt, it's the same face sculpt, everything, but we're going to go through that in a minute. Of course, you can see it's already pre-opened, and one of the reasons why I was pre-opened is because I was in the middle of a review when my data ran low and my video camera shut off. So essentially, I was doing a review on this Terminator and it turned off. So this is the second time around. So I kind of know what I'm getting into right now, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this Terminator out the package. Of course, like I said, he's already pre-opened, and it's kind of good too because there were a few things that I missed in reviewing this Terminator figure. Of course, he comes with this rocket right here. And also, he doesn't come with any alternate head sculpts, but here's this Terminator head sculpt from the T800 over here, which we're going to put on here on his Terminator, see how he looks, being that I already have the same face sculpt on the T800 over here. So, okay. So we're going to pop out his weapons. Here comes the claw that attaches to his little, well, his giant gun, should I say. And then we have his arm, alternate arm, so you can take out this giant gun, replace it with the arm. I'll show you how that looks. And we'll go ahead and pop out the Terminator. Now, when I was doing a review of this Terminator, guys, it was about a week ago, and then, like I said, I ran out of data, I had other stuff to do, and I just said, you know what, I'll delete this video, come back to it next time, and I'll shoot it, you know, come back to it another time. But over time, I've shot other videos, because I was just kind of so frustrated, because I made like almost like a 20-minute video based on this Terminator, and I was like, you know what, I'll come back to it. And also, as I was doing a review of this Terminator, I thought that they didn't include the gun, because here's the gun on this Terminator. I'm like, wait a minute, they didn't give me that freaking gun. Come to find out, they did give me the gun. It was actually taped right here off to the side. So let me pop that out. And it's still in the bag. I still haven't touched it yet. And yeah, so I did almost like a 20-minute review on this Terminator, guys. And I was so upset that they didn't give me the gun that I didn't bother looking at the case. It wasn't until after I realized, after the video had cut short on me, that I was like, oh, damn it, there's the freaking gun right there. So I thought NECA had gypped me on that gun, which I was really, really disappointed because I thought the gun was really, really, really awesome. So here is the gun for the Terminator. Awesome, awesome freaking gun. So let's check out the articulation, and then we'll do a little comparison of that Terminator, the T800 over here. Let's bring him in right here, and I'll show you how similar they are. So here's what I guess, I don't know, what can I call this? The Terminator 2 power arm, I guess Kenner tribute, maybe. That's what I'll call it. His arm extends out like that. He has wrist rotation. His arm doesn't go out that way, which sucks. It just kind of goes up and down, which I guess that's okay. The articulation is pretty much exactly like this T800 right here, which I just reviewed a week ago, guys. It's pretty much the same figure. He can kick out like that if you want to do some karate kicks. You know, Arnold. I've never seen Arnold do any like karate in his films. I guess he never had to because he had all that muscle, or maybe he couldn't. I don't know. Let's see, what else can I show you? There's pretty much, yeah, like I said, here's the Terminator, here's the sculpt. I mean, there are some, it's essentially, it's the same Terminator. Maybe some parts right here are a little bit different, like on his face. See the marks and stuff on his face. Could be a little bit different, but essentially it's the same face. Same face sculpt, same everything, same profile. There's the back of his head. It's the same figure, guys. The jacket, it's pretty much the same. The boots right here, the pants, the shirt, it's pretty much the same thing. They just painted a different color, of course. This was the Kenner right here color that we grew up, that we knew. Arnold in a pink shirt. Why Kenner gave him a pink shirt is beyond me, but I actually like it. I actually dig it. And the jacket is pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is the arms, but this jacket, if you were to take this jacket off the T800 right here, guys, it's pretty much, he would have the shirt on and then the black sleeves, because the black sleeves are plastic sculpted arms. You know what I mean? And these right here, these arms are not sculpted on because they're pretty much sleeveless. See what I mean? So if you were to take this jacket off, actually, you know what? I might take this jacket off. We'll see how he looks without this jacket on. And also, this is the head sculpt right here to that T800. So I'm going to put this head sculpt on this T800, on this Terminator 2 Kenner tribute figure, and see how he looks. Let me move this Arnie out the way, and I'll give you guys a better close-up of this Arnold Terminator 2 tribute. Very, very awesome. I'll show you what he looks like with the weapons, with all the weapons. So here is the claw, which I don't really care too much for. It looks kind of lengthy and kind of just too much, you know what I mean? He does look awesome like that, I have to admit, but it's a little bit too lengthy. You put the rocket in here, and I don't know, I think that one kind of looks better, but I'm not really for sure. I think it looks good just without it. Now, here's my only gripe with this arm, guys, is it doesn't fire. Remember back in the day, if you had this figure with Kenner, it would fire. It doesn't fire any weapons. You just put these two in there, and they're just pretty much for show. It doesn't fire this missile, which is really disappointing. Another disappointing thing about this arm, guys, is that it has no brake, like no elbow brake to where you can turn it upwards. Like the elbow, you know what I mean? When you put his elbow up like this, it has no like brake to where you can actually turn the gun upwards, which I think that kind of blows. I think NECA kind of missed that right there. They had an opportunity to make this figure pretty cool and a little bit more articulated, and they didn't. So yeah, that's my only gripe about this gun right here, guys. This gun right here, let's see how well it fits into his arm. One gripe I had about this Terminator, this T800, guys, well, you have to watch the video, but it was, they gave him all these cool weapons and he couldn't hold it in his arm, in his hands. So this one seems to be a little bit better. Okay, so he can hold this gun pretty well. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. I actually like him like this. It's cool to see like an alternate Terminator version that was never in the movies, you know what I mean? It was just in toy form. But he looks really badass with this gun. I really like Arnie with this gun. Okay, so let's swap out his arm. Take this out. Let me take this off camera. Pop this arm in there like that. And there he is with the bare arms. He actually looks pretty awesome like this, doesn't he? He looks pretty badass. So let's pop out his head, because his head does pop off, because essentially it's just the same figure, and then you can pop on the T800 head. So yeah, he looks badass like this too, man. I kind of like him without the sleeves, dude. He actually looks really, really badass. Being that I already have the same head, this is the same head, I'm pretty much going to have him display it like this with the sunglasses, guys. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to use his head, being that it's, like I said, it's the same head. But yeah, he looks pretty badass, doesn't he? I actually like him like that. Let's pop that on and then see how he looks with this weapon right here. Yeah, this is how I'm going to have him displayed, guys, because he looks completely different from this right here. He actually looks really, really cool. And yeah, he looks better with the sunglasses on because of the pink shirt. Whereas he doesn't look really good with this head sculpt right here with the sunglasses on, you know what I mean? But overall, very, very nice figure. Very, very nice figure. I'm very pleased with this figure. So what we're going to do next, guys, is I'm going to take off this jacket. I'm going to show you his pink shirt underneath. And he's going to be bare arming it with the pink shirt and see how he looks with that. So let's pop off his arm. Let's pop off his head. Let's take this off, his bullets. And then let's pop off his jacket and see how he looks. So let's pop this off if we can. I might have to take out his gun. Yeah, I'll have to take off his gun. And just for the hell of it, I just want to see how Arnie looks in a pink shirt. So, put his head sculpt back on. And put his arm. There he goes. Oh, this is too funny. There he is with the pink shirt. Hold on. He doesn't look right. Let me put his bullets back on. There's his bullets. Hold on 1 minute. So there's his bullets. Yeah, he doesn't look right with the pink shirt, guys. But if you want to display him with the pink shirt, you can. So let's pop off this head right here. Let's pop back on the jacket. The jacket with no sleeves. Let's pop out this arm, and we'll put the mechanical gun arm back on there. And we'll put his bullets back on there. And then we'll put his head. This head is what I'm going to use. Yeah, now he looks badass. Now Arnie looks badass right there. Look at that, Arnie. Badassery. Okay, let's pop in his gun, which they actually gave him a gun he can actually hold on to. I am pretty pleased with that. Good job, NECA. You know, of giving him a gun that he can actually hold on to. Because with the other guns that they gave this Terminator, the T800, the two out of the three guns that he got, he couldn't hold them right for whatever reason. So there is, let me move this one out. There is the Terminator looking awesome. And I don't know, guys. I think I just might leave that as is, because he looks good just as is, you know what I mean? I don't know, the claw, let's see if you put this in here, he doesn't really look right. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just too much, it's too long, it's too lengthy. I mean, the claw does look a little bit better, but I just think it's too much. I think he looks awesome just like that, because you can have him firing like that, being that they gave me this gun right here, which can't fire this missile. What's the point? You know what I mean? But overall, there's the detail. Let me show you the detail of the gun. Very, very nice figure, guys. This is the head sculpt I'm going to use. Like I said, I already have the head sculpt for the T800 right here, which looks better on this Terminator. And he looks badass right here, guys. Look at Arnie. He's ready for war. He's ready for war. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give you my rating of this Terminator, man. This brings back so many good memories. It's really, really awesome that NECA did this. They did a great job. The weapons look good, the arm looks good, the sculpt looks good, the shirt looks good. The only downside, there's two downsides. It's pretty much the repaint of this figure right here. He's pretty much the same thing except he has different arms. That's pretty much it, guys. So that's the only downside. That's the number two is this arm is not articulated. It just goes up and down like the old style Kenner. Being that we are already in, what, 2019, you think they would give him a more articulated arm as far as this is concerned. So that's my only gripe with this figure, guys. Other than that, he's an awesome, awesome figure. He's nostalgic overload. I do recommend this Terminator. Okay, I'm going to give you my rating of this Terminator. This right here, with this, I would give him a 7. But being that I have his head sculpt to the original T800 over there, it just takes it up a notch and it just makes him look a lot more awesome, guys. So because of that, I'm going to have to give him an 8. Because the Arnie with the sunglasses looks better than this right here. Because this looks better. The head sculpt looks better on this one than it does on this one. The sunglasses for Arnie looks better on this one. You know what I mean? So a 7 with the original version. It's amazing that they didn't give me any. They didn't give us any head sculpts. You know what I mean? Different head sculpts. So a 7 with the original version, an 8 with a different head sculpt on there. And this looks badass, guys. Let me do a close-up of this Arnie. I'll show you all the detail of this Terminator. Very nice, very beautiful Terminator. Beautiful weapon, nice gun, nicely detailed. I wish they put a little bit more shading on his arm, but I see that, you know, he's a Terminator, so he's not supposed to have, like, real flesh. He's supposed to look robotic, but then again, Arnold was a real-life person, so I don't know. I have no idea. Arnold looked pretty real. He didn't look like a cyborg in the Terminator, except when he got his face messed up, and then his arm disappeared, and then, you know, then he was looking more and more like a Terminator. But in the beginning, he looked really real. I don't know where I'm going with this. So, guys, I give this an 8. I recommend this figure. Very, very awesome figure. Awesome gun. Awesome arm. Awesome everything, man. And there you guys have it. Looks more better with this face sculpt than this face sculpt right here. So, yeah, I give it an 8 because of the lack of articulation of this gun, and it can't fire, and also because it's essentially the same sculpt as the T800 over here. So that's why I'm giving it an 8. That's why I'm not giving it a 10, because it's not perfect, because he's just pretty much a reused Terminator of this Terminator right here. So there you guys have it. There was my little review of the Terminator 2 throwback Kenner tribute. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, do all that fancy, awesome, amazing stuff. Like, hit that notification bell to receive more cool, awesome reviews. And there you guys have it. There was my little review of Terminator 2. I guess I'm going to call it the Kenner tribute. That's the only thing I can call it. So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!